Well, good morning everyone and welcome to Something Saturday and happy Easter, because today is Easter Saturday. So how exciting. I thought I would show you, just in case you have time to fit something in before the big day tomorrow, I thought I might show you something that you can pop your eggs into to give to somebody. So let me flip the screen and here it is. A little cup like this. So I'm going to pop the phone up onto its perch and hopefully it's not going to tell me off for tipping it over. Oh, that's not too bad. Hang on a minute. Let's just shift it down that way a tad. That's better. Okie dokes. So, yes, thought I would show you how to make this cute little cup, and then you can put a couple of Easter eggs into that, and it makes a nice little gift, really. So, I know I should have probably done it last Saturday, but I wasn't really thinking about Easter last Saturday, I'm afraid, so sorry about that. This is my workings out. So, you will need a sheet of cardstock that is 26 centimetres long by 19.5 centimetres wide. Okay, then you're going to take it and you're going to score 4 centimetres and 14 centimetres down this way, and then 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 and 24 this way. I'm going to grab my cutter. So this is my trusty Stampin' Up! Cutter scoring machine, and I have already cut my cardstock, so I've got my 19.5 centimetres and 26 centimetres. Then you'll also need a little extra bit which is also measuring the 19.5 centimetres, and then it's just 3 centimetres along. Now I kind of thought this was quite Eastery, having lots of little flowers all over it. However, this cardstock is actually one that doesn't have any colour on it. So what I've done is I've actually just gone ahead and coloured out individual colours, just using my stamping blends. So these here, they're little alcohol markers. Yeah, I just thought it would look nice if I had a few little flowers that were highlighted on it. So I now need to score. So I want the longer one to be at the top, that way around. So I want 4 centimetres. Let's pop my glasses on. So 4 centimetres there. Now you want to make sure that your cutter is out of the way and you're just using your scoring blade. So 4 centimetres and then 14 centimetres. So we've got 4 centimetres down and 14 centimetres. Hopefully, you know, never mind, that's fine. Yep, we're going to have a couple of these on the inside. That's fine. I might even add a few more, colour a few more in after I've finished it. Okay, and then when you take it this way, let's move everything out of the way, you need it to be 4. So we go 4 centimetres, then 8. It just basically goes up by increments of 4 centimetres. So 8 centimetres, 12. I'm just gonna move my arm out because the arm goes all the way up to 43 centimetres as you can see there, 43.5 centimetres. However, we don't need that much, thankfully. Where did I get to? Oh, yikes. So that would have been 12, then 16. So 16 centimetres, you probably can't see it, but it's actually right on the very crack there. And it does have the measurement parts on it there. But so 16 centimetres, then 20. So score it at 20 centimetres. And the last one is 24 centimetres. So that way you end up with just a little piece on the end there. Now then, I can put my cutter scorer away. Trimmer machine, whatever it's called. Sorry, I'm really bad with the names of things. And I have to say, you actually can't see the score lines on this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fold them all. Oh, gee, that side does my eyes in. It's a good job I don't see too much of it. All right. So, once you've got it like that, you need to create this little hole that goes down the bottom here, because that's the way that you can end up folding it round. So to do that, I've actually used the story label punch. So potentially you could use any punch that's going to give you some sort of a ovally type of shape. And that piece is the top, this piece is the bottom. So hopefully you'll be able to see your line that goes through here, which I have to say, I didn't really bargain on the fact that this paper was going to be kind of hard to see that, I have to admit. So I have then taken it, yikes, where is the line? There. Hopefully I got it about in the middle. Not really. Oh, this is going to be a challenge. Excellent. All right. And the idea is that you're going to trim a little piece of it off so that you end up with a hole on each of these. So I'm hoping that it ends up level. Which, as I say, is kind of a bit of a challenge when you can't actually see. So with the one that I did here, I could actually see the line that I had on it. This one, not so much. Although I have to say, now that I can see through this, I can see the line a little better. So let's just keep going. Right to the end. And you also want another one just on this side to match up. There we go. All right, so let's move all those pieces out of the way. So now you should have something that looks like that with a whole heap of holes down the bottom of it. Okay, we're then going to take the scissors and you're going to trim off this part. So you take the corner out like that, and then, yikes, I'm going to kind of do the same thing up here. And you take just a smidgen. So my line is there, but I'm just going to take, you can probably see it better on this side, just a smidgen more off it, because that way when it does fold around inside, it's not quite so tight. So there we go. So that, if I show it to you that way up, it's probably easier to see. So you've ended up with just a little piece on the side here that's going to go inside the other side. It'll make sense in a minute. I know what I'm talking about. Good job somebody does, isn't it? Okay, so at this point you then need to cut. Let me turn it over again so you can see. So you see how it's got those lines there? You're just going to cut through those lines. Like that. And the last one. There we go. And so you should now have lots of little flappy bits like that. Looks kind of like one of those things that you put, you know, you have your paper in, and yeah, anyway, I know what I'm talking about, and that's kind of important seeing as I'm the one doing the video. Love you guys. All right, so, oh, by the way, have you seen the retiring list? If you're here in Australia, you can order through me, and the retiring list is simply amazing. There's a whole heap of different goodies on it. So I know some of you have already got into it and bought a heap. But oh my goodness, some of the stuff is reduced so much. Obviously, the something's retiring. The main catalogue, the annual catalogue, is actually retiring at the beginning of May, and then we'll be getting a new one. So exciting. And seeing as I'm a demonstrator, I have the opportunity to see the new one, so I have already seen it. I don't actually have one yet, but I have seen it online, and it's pretty impressive. I know I'm going to be broke again. Because that's the way it goes, isn't it? I think I might colour another one of these afterwards, just on that section there, just so that I've got a little bit around, and I'm going to put my my handle onto there. So, as you have just seen, I have just attached around that little extra piece that we had. I've just put that inside so that you've now got the cylinder. Well, not really a cylinder because it's a hexagon, but whatever a cylindrical hexagon is. Sounds good, doesn't it? I could go with that, cylindrical hexagon. So now what you want to do is you're going to take the opposite points and pop them on top of each other. So, oi, come here. Let's grab hold of you. So stick those together, and next one. Just hold it together till it sticks. I'm using my trusty Tombow. Oh, and you can just pop your fingers in and help it around. And a little bit more. Just hold that down until it's set. The good thing with the Tombow is it gives you that little bit of wiggle room to begin with, but it actually sets pretty fast, which is lovely when you're doing something like this and you don't want to have to stand there and hold it for ages. So there we go. And then last but not least, we're going to add a handle. So which side? Yeah, okay. So let's pop a bit of glue onto there. And we're going to attach that down there. So you just want to hold it in place. I'm going to obviously squeeze out a bit of glue there. So yeah, attach the top of your handle first, and then, you know, if you want your handle like that, you can. I kind of like it that it comes around like that. In fact, I might even... So what I did with this one was I actually had my handle going all the way to the bottom and it looks like that. But I'm just going to be a little bit different this time, and I'm going to trim off a section there. And just pop a bit of glue down onto here. And I'm going to stick it onto there. So again, just needs a little bit of holding until it's ready to stay there for me. It's not quite dry yet. I see I put a bit more glue on that one than I intended to. And there we go. So then you can just squeeze that out. And as I say, I'll just add another one of these. So let's see, just might go with that one just there. Not really hard to colour in, and I'm not terribly accurate, so it's just as well it's got black around it. Put that one in. I was using a little bit of this in the middle. Oh, that was a bit darker. Whoops. Obviously I used the lighter one before. And just a bit of that. There we go. Now I'm happier with that, because then I've got a flower on each side. So 1, 2, 3, Oh, I got 3 on that one. Gee, that side got lucky, didn't it? Okay, so there you go. Now you too can make your own little Easter cups. And potentially you can make these out of normal cardstock and then just add like panels to this just to make it look, you know, pretty it up. But I kind of like this one. It's like a little hug with its blankety feel to it. So there we go. That is that. I'm going to put my instructions there just in case anyone wanted to have a quick take a photo or anything like that of it. I will aim to put this up on my blog. I'm not doing a terribly good job of it at the moment, but I will definitely add it to my, I don't know, what's it called? YouTube channel. So if you know anyone who's not on Facebook but would love to see it, then let them know. And if you know other people who are on Facebook and would love to see it, share the love. So share what I'm teaching. And I will see you guys next Saturday. Have a fabulous Easter and thanks for joining me. Bye.